Welcome to NCIX Tech Tips. It's another systems edition. This, my friends, right here is the B2S 502IA, or as I like to call it, because that's really long, the laptop crusher. Clink, clink. So why would I call it the laptop crusher? Well, number one is that it is larger than a laptop and could therefore crush it. And number two is that at $99.99, while still maintaining enough power and a small enough form factor to be great for something like a dorm room, I believe that if you don't find a laptop is powerful enough or versatile enough or upgradable enough for your purposes, this crushes it in terms of functionality. So we're going to start on the outside. It has a Fractal Design Node 304 case, which means, as we've come to expect from Fractal, very clean, beautiful looks and smart internal design. So on the front, we've got a brushed front panel with a simple small Fractal Design logo as well as a power indicator LED. On the side, we find front USB 3, a power switch, as well as microphone and headphone jacks, as well as a small vent. On the left side, we find a larger vent, so this is important for getting cooling to your graphics card because there's not a trivial low-end graphics card inside this system because it is a $99.99 machine. Moving around to the back, we find I/O provided by an ASUS H87 motherboard, so a single PS2 keyboard mouse combo port, 4 USB 2.0 ports, 4 USB 3.0 ports, optical audio out, DVI, HDMI, and BGA, as well as gigabit Ethernet and 5.1 audio out on board. We also find 4 display outputs on our GeForce graphics card that support up to NVIDIA 3D Vision Surround with an additional auxiliary display. And we also see the first hint of the sweet blue lighting that is inside this system. Opening up this case is as simple as cracking it back a little bit, and guys, the whole side panel and top panel array comes off. Then what you can do is you've got a quick disconnect for the internal blue LED lighting that shows through the side grille and gives you a nice view of that sexy graphics card, and that reveals the entire actually pretty roomy interior of this case. So it uses an ITX motherboard inside. This is an H87i Plus from ASUS. It also has a low profile cooler from Noctua that gives it both quiet cooling as well as adequate cooling for that 4430 inside. So that's a 3 GHz base, 3.2 GHz boost Core i7 processor. It's also got 8 gigs of Kingston HyperX memory squeezed in there, as well as an ASUS GeForce GTX 650 Ti Boost OC. So that features their DirectCU2 cooler, which again is in line with the idea of keeping it cool, compact, as well as extremely quiet. So I'm going to lean close to it here with my microphone. And I'm sure you can pretty much barely hear the system because, like I said, it's extremely quiet. There's a 500-watt Fractal Design Integra power supply that actually uses a very unique mounting system. So you can see it's down here in the front of the case with an extension cable that runs to the back of the case so you don't have an unsightly power cord going in the side of the case. And this is part of what allows this system to have a very, very flexible layout for cooling and expansion. So right here, you see one of the modular hard drive cages. It can actually accept up to 3 of these. So if you were to remove the graphics card or change your configuration, remember all NCIX PCs are completely customizable, you could actually put up to 6 3.5-inch hard drives in here without compromising on any of the power on the CPU side. Now the way it's configured here is for maximum cooling, so those front 92mm intake fans can bring in lots of fresh air, and then only one of the hard drive cages has been left because this is where things get interesting. This system has both speed and storage. It uses a Seagate 1TB SSHD or solid-state hybrid drive, so that, or solid-state hard drive, whatever you want to call it, or a hybrid, or whatever. Anyway, the point is, it has a 1TB hard drive inside, 2.5-inch drive, so very low power consumption, very quiet, and then it has a built-in SSD that dynamically caches your most important data, allowing you to get close to the performance of an SSD with your most frequently used files and programs, but still have that storage and that economy of, well, mechanical disks. So what's the value add here for $99.99? Well, you get productivity because remember guys, not only do you get that Core i5 processor, but Many applications are now accelerated by CUDA, so that 650 Ti boost is great for that, and you can kick back and game a little bit when you're not too busy as well on this machine, although I'd probably step it up to something like a 760 Ti if you want to do any serious gaming. But what's great about this system is it has ample cooling and it can handle that caliber of graphics card. In its current configuration, it also comes with a lot of value-add extras. Speaking of gaming, it comes with Just Cause 2, Mafia 2, Borderlands 2, Splinter Cell Blacklist, Metro Last Light, as well as some in-game currency for some of those free-to-play games like Hawken as well as PlanetSide. And last but not least, it comes with a Compromises for Losers t-shirt and a toque. So when you're sort of walking around on campus, you can look as cool as you feel about owning this particular system. Thank you for checking out this episode of NCIX Tech Tips. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this from ncix.com.